Still can't believe the music just cuts out like that on the main menu. What's up, everybody? Good evening. Good evening, Arcane. Good evening, PM Collector Boy, Ms. Roy, our Dominic. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Maybe not so much, but I am doing. It's been a trying day. And I have not drunk enough to cope with it, I think. Fell down today like a big dumb jerk, and now my whole body hurts, but I'm here. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it through your trials and travails. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail. I have a story for y'all eventually, but the ending has not been written to it yet, so I'll refrain for now. But yeah. Honestly, when this whole unemployment saga is ended, I'm gonna have a lot of stories for y'all. But I don't tend to want to relive them within my little pocket dimension of streaming. I tend to use this time to think about other things, happier things. Good evening, Manic. Good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see both of you. Taking 3 vaccines in 2 days. The immune cells have commandeered my body and command me to say more vaccines. Just keep vaxing. Just keep vaxing. Vax until you're immune to everything. I saw a listing earlier today that was open for a whole 6 hours. I'm very much enjoying these job alerts that I get from LinkedIn, where it's like, oh, we think you'd be an excellent fit for this job that was posted yesterday, and I click on it, it's like, yeah, they're not accepting any more submissions. I'm like, you emailed me now. Not yesterday, now. And it's closed now. Don't do that. LinkedIn has some very interesting ideas for helping one become employed. Though, you know, it kind of occurred to me, for a site ostensibly designed to help people gain employment, all of their monetization and engagement is built around people not being employed. And I fear how that may conflict with their stated goal. Good evening, Chaos. Yes, I've been there. Because Indeed would just keep sending the same links over and over again. I would like Indeed more if it was easier to tell how long stuff had been posted there. That's my big problem with it. Like, I'll trawl through Indeed once or twice a week, but it's always the same stuff I see, and then I'll suddenly stumble across something new and be like, oh, this looks good. Let's see, when was this posted? And I'll click through and discover this post like 2 months ago and just didn't show up in their feed earlier. Your locals say, yeah, I've looked at those, Arcane. Not so many options where I am, unfortunately. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna bog us down with this. I want to get back into it, because I don't really have any news. I spent the entire day job hunting, and it was a painful experience, and I have very little to show for it. So I'd rather just settle in with my beavers. That's what I'd like to do. So I'm gonna go through the reminders, and then I'm gonna build out our lovely civilization. It's Timberborn night. We're doing more Timberborn. It's night 2. Night 2 or our grand folktale civilizations. Paused right now, so don't worry, everything's fine. Actually, I wonder. Okay, music starts anyway. We haven't collapsed civilizations. In fact, it's doing swimmingly. No pun intended. At least I got a new bookshelf. That's where I fell the IKEA parking lot. At least it was for a good cause. So yeah, this is a democratic playthrough. The amount of time we spend playing Timberborn is going to be... Oh yeah, Beaver requests should be open already. If y'all want to go ahead and start putting in your demands to be re-beaverized. Sorry. I can start filling them in while we sit here. And I explain other things that are going on. Let me just arrange all these windows properly. Yes, this is a democratic playthrough. Most important thing of the evening. This is a democratic playthrough. We're gonna be playing Timberborn until y'all decide. Y'all decide that we're done with it. That we've had enough. So tomorrow night's game is wholly dependent on how tonight's vote goes, as tends to go with democratic playthroughs. Thursday is the Power Hours. We're finally getting to the Japan-only games featured in July of 1995, Nintendo Power, and that will most likely continue into Saturday. Friday is very important. Friday is very important and special, because it is going to be a Grim Dawn multiplayer night. I am going to take 3 of you fortunate or unfortunate souls, depending on how you look at things, and I am going to go through the early game with y'all. We're gonna make some new... Yep, gotta get down on Friday. Yep, we're gonna make new characters and roll through like that. So yeah. I had to leave early yesterday. The reddish pools... Yes, the reddish pools are bad water. They are poisonous water. They kill plants nearby, and they turn beavers into zombies. Very passive zombies, but still. Doesn't really help having beavers be zombified. Alright, so we've got 4 children in the settlement right now. They're gonna be all you first comers. By the way, beaver life, if you punched out early last night, beaver lifespan is such that everybody who became a beaver last night died before the stream ended. And God willing, that's how things will go tonight, too. Some video about beavers, about how they save an endangered crayfish, solving problem in 2 days. Scientists couldn't figure out in 7 years. They're busy trying to figure out who the land belonged to. Beavers had no such hang-ups. Nice. Oh. Alright, Dave. Let's see if we can pick a beaver who's not like 1,000,000 years old. As appropriate as that might be. Ah! You're gonna be Ayagi. Or Ayagi's gonna be Dave. Ooh. Oh, running the water pumps again. There we go. Yeah, no, I won't make subsequent requesters wait for more children. I'll just I'll look for the youngest adult beavers I can find. So let's hope our deaths are at least interesting. Who was the last beaver standing last night? It was Buster V, right? Buster V the baker. Yeah. He made it right until quitting time. It's August. Has Analog given any updates? No. No. The plan is for them to ship at the end of August. And I don't think... I don't think there's been any other major adjustments in terms of tariffs and that stupid bullshit, so I think we can pretty well expect it to happen. So yeah, God willing, no more delays, no more insanity. We should be playing The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time in September. That's the plan. That is the plan. Anyway, I'm gonna start things back up. So we're on cycle 5. I think that's basically the 5th year. We are just coming off of a drought, so our industries are stymied while this bad water pool fills back up. What's up, Shadows? Good to see you. Saw a really interesting video on the one time the Trackmania devs tried to make GeoCities 2 within their game launcher. Okay, so the project for tonight is a new district. We've we certainly haven't used all the room that we have over here, but we need more fertile room. We need more farming. The main thing I want to do is expand our food supply, because we're kind of pushing our carrots and grilled potatoes to their limits. So we need this land over here. And so that's what we're going to do. We have 10 excess beavers, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need for this particular project. So I'm going to build paths all the way out here. And we're going to do a little preliminary building. Now, this line is red because they don't want us to do this. This is way the hell too far away from the original city center, but we're gonna do something about that. Let's see. Is there a... Ah, I guess there is a tree there. Weird. Alright, I know this is a million miles away from everything, but what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna put some lumberjackers out here. And we're gonna put a wood pile somewhere. I don't really have a good spot for it. Come to think of it. Maybe should have thought of that first. I should know how to ensure fertility through working through those people. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is gonna be a little awkward. This is actually gonna be really awkward because we don't have much in the way of flanks, but I need to do this. And this is ugly, but I need to make sure that all the lumber we take out of here actually has a place to go. What's the problem here, champ? Oh, they got nothing to do. Well, we'll fix that. So I need these guys to deforest this entire area. That's our plan. We need to clear all this out. Because this is basically where a second city is going to go. Good evening, Gruntfodder. Good evening, Eva. Good to see both of y'all. You're just in time. Yeah, I wanna expand our farming right now to at the very least sunflowers. I guess we could do, there isn't really a power source over it. Well, there is. There is actually. Okay. I think we're gonna do sunflowers and wheat. Do you need closer log repositories for them? Yes, because otherwise, every time... So, lumberjack flags can hold up to 20 logs each. When these fill up, they would need to spend like an entire day running all the way back over somewhere else. Actually, I don't even know where, because this one is full. So, actually, I've caused myself a bit of a problem here. I've caused the opposite issue. Okay, I actually need to do this again. I need another... Grumble. Bramble. Okay, this is gonna be a little awkward. But since when has this not been awkward? We're gonna... I think I can do this off of 3 spaces. I'm gonna unmark these planting areas. I've kind of been wanting to do this anyway. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I just hadn't got to it. Actually, this might not be that big of a deal. This might have been... Building this whole little construct here might have been a waste, but it's okay. It'll still save them some time, because they got to run all the way back and... Yeah, do other stuff. Oh, that reminds me. I was going to build another water tank over here. Because we're going to need a lot of water. And then we got, yes, I'm going to go ahead and run this path. Similarly. This should work out perfectly, actually. We got some good spots for some district crossings, which I haven't unlocked yet. I guess I better. It's gonna cost 600. I'll explain about districts once we get them built and get going on that. These guys are doing a good job clearing this right up, and these little ones should be grown before they finish with this. Okay, we just need this tree to finish growing, be cut down, and then I'm going to build something a little silly. Actually, I can go ahead and build part of it. We're going to need a double platform right here. And we're going to need stairs here. So we can go ahead and get them working on that. With our mighty plank industry. Yeah, once we expand the food types, each one will be under less stress. Because I think beavers like to mix up their food. Saw another video on a really interesting old colony builder RTS for hybrid thing from FromSoft in the 2000s. Really? Thank you for this. Okay, so the way you make big staircases is you put a platform like this, and then you stack another stair on top of that. We'll do that, and then up here, we'll build another large pile for logs. Apparently the logging industry is doing really well here. I thought I was going to need a bigger tree farm than this, but I guess this fits the bill. Frankly. We got plenty other resources. Might be a good time for 30 planks, 20... Yeah, it's a good time for another water tank anyway. We'll go ahead and put that out here. So all the water pumping won't be in vain. You're gonna make the poor creatures carry logs up 2 sets of stairs? I've done worse. I've done far worse. So in other words, yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You'd think so, but no. That's terrible. That's so terrible. I'm keeping our population steady right now because I notice we're falling behind on potatoes, which isn't it's not a huge deal. It's not like it's not the end of the world or anything, but actually it does seem like I hate to do this, but we are going to switch this over to raw potatoes. We need raw potato storage. And yeah, it's going to make this baker's life kind of hell having to go back and forth. But the farms also have temporary storage for 100 units of stuff. And they're just getting real backed up with potatoes. And we can't be having that. And I think everything will just flow better if that's not the case. Potatoes are life, and that's why we need to make sure that we are, you know, we're staying on the level with our potatoes. All right, I was gonna do something else too, which I guess I could do right now. We're gonna empty these tanks. And I am gonna demolish this water pump. Because I'm gonna build a new large water pump over here. I'll extend our platforms out into the water. Like so. And then I'll need to find a place for a large tank, but we'll see. You recoup some of the materials when you demolish buildings. It's honestly not a big deal. What are we doing over here? I'm just gonna let them finish what they're doing, I think. We'll just make that easy. And then I'll set up a new large water pump here. The thing about the large water pump, and you can see it here, the pump reaches down further, which means if for whatever reason we're just pumping shitloads of water out of here, and during a drought the water level goes down, it won't actually be a huge issue. Because we'll be able to reach further down. Oh, and I can build another shower here, once that's clear. And then we build a water tank here. How's the wet fur rating now? An excellent question. About 2/3. So another shower or two might do the trick. Actually, when I build this large pump, I can get rid of this one, and I can actually do some cool stuff over here. I can actually do some pretty cool stuff. How long do these take to grow? All right, those potatoes are almost done. But yeah, I'll build another shower. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for our well-being, we'll slap down another shower there. 2 Ferds? All right, you know what? Honestly, this is fine. This is fine. I guess I'm not actually in any hurry. I can let them finish. Not a big deal. But yeah, food is starting to drop off. So we do need to get a new farming district going ASAP. Real good on logs and water, though. We're in a real good place as far as that goes. Having a log pile right here will actually be pretty helpful for our next step, our next phase. I learned those DSM City games were done by the Def Jam Wrestling devs. How random is that? All right. Put up another medium tank right here. For water. Oh, I'm real good on research, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock the district crossing. So here's the deal. Everything is governed by distance from the district center. Once you get out into like red line territory, it just, I mean, you can see these guys are doing fine. They're doing well enough, but the amount of time it takes them to move stuff and like get from here back to their homes and stuff, it's unreasonable. It's not efficient. So we can build a new district center, but districts have to be separated by district crossings, which allows you to govern the movement of beavers and resources between them. So once the last of these trees is cleared, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. I'll pause this one and get them to just move it out. It'll be fine. There we go. All right, so they hauled everything away. All right, I'm actually gonna save before we do this because expanding districts can be a little risky. If you screw up your resource distribution, you can end up with some very unhappy beavers, and by unhappy I mean dead. So here's the deal. New district center. I'm gonna slap it down really just straight across from the other one. We're gonna put it down here. And yeah, district centers are free to build. What building lacks workers? Oh yeah, this one, because there's nobody in this district yet. So if we try to connect this up with a path, it'll be like, no, you must have a district crossing. This is non-negotiable. So we're gonna put one right here. I'm going to clear this bit of land here, and we'll build a district crossing right there. Now, district crossings will require beavers on both sides to work as haulers, moving things to and from the district. So now that we've done that, now we can connect up this path, which... yeah, let's do it like that. Dorkaraz was born. That name was certainly a choice. Dork-ass beaver. Alright. We currently have 6 unemployed beavers over here. But some of them are gonna go... yeah, the district crossing. The district crossing is actually 2 buildings in one, and it can have up to 4 workers on each side. Obviously, we're not going to fully staff it, but we'll start moving excess beavers over into the new district and start developing that basically as its own new town. All right, cool. We got it. So, we don't need that many. And then you can mark stuff to be imported or exported. I think by default, everything is set to be transferred. All right, so to move our actual beavers around... oh, I'm actually not going to do this until tomorrow. We'll do it first thing in the morning. Because I don't want these beavers to have to sleep on the ground. Okay. They're off to work. So we're going to go up here to settlement management, and we're going to go to our migration. And we're going to start migrating beavers from one district to the other. So we need to start with... automatic migration is set, but we need to actually build buildings first. We're going to move 4 over for right now. So they'll come through. We'll set that to 2. We'll set that to 2. And these guys will build the foundations of our new beaver society over here. We're gonna need... I'm gonna put this right in front. We're gonna need a log pile here. And then we're gonna need storage for food. Do this on this side. So this storage is gonna be for berries and carrots. And we're also gonna need a water tank. Which means we're also gonna need pump. And a pump could go right there. But we also don't want to use up too much of this land yet because we need it for farming. Although, I just realized. Are the buildings going to be built on top of a warehouse? Yes, yeah. And in one... Someday I'll show you this. But in one of the playthroughs I did, I built a giant beaver arcology. Basically, all of the beavers lived in one massive building. And it was super cool. I actually made it really easy to satisfy their needs because I could just stack stuff on top of stuff. Okay. We'll start... Right now, we'll start modestly. I'll throw a basic water pump over here and we'll do two small tanks. Or if it'd be possible to make a beaver colony that's all along one really fucking long road. Yeah. You technically don't have to screw around with districts, especially now that they've added zip lines to the game. Because zip lines, I haven't experimented with them yet. They put them in since I last played. But yeah. Zip lines, in theory, should be able to let you move much easier, much further. Let's see, District 1, we'll move another one from District 1 to District 2. We'll expand our construction. Building wax workers. The berry pickers again. Just read that as Beaver Zora. Now imagining a beaver with green fur and a sword in his mouth. You tell them they won the job housing lottery and now the honor of building a new town for the glory of Bubtopia. Okay, so now they have food. They got water now. Actually, I need to take one of y'all out so you can actually work here. That'll be better. Okay, cool. All right. District 2 is underway. District 2 is working. They need a place to live. They need a place to live. And I'm going to give it to them. But how? How are we going to do this? Let me see here. I want to try something. I want to see if they'll actually let me do this. Because I don't have a place for planks yet. But if I could go ahead and get these guys up here, next to this Badwater Lake, I'll build all their houses up here. That'll be a pretty good location for them. Alright, we got another unoccupied beaver at the moment. I might need to give him a place to store planks. Like a token spot for... Wait, no? No, these guys are bringing planks. Holy crap. Okay, so that is going to work out, actually. Crazy. I don't know why they're working through the night. That was kind of dumb of them, but... I guess because I ran this road so far over. We're going to put the ticket stands after the roller coasters. Alright, so that's done. We just need more planks. Which maybe they're not going to... Oh, no, they're bringing them. This is taking a really long time. Because it's from the other area. Bad water and the good water seem to be separated by very little land. What happens if the wall between them is breached? Bad water contaminates good water. It's pretty simple. You can see here where they flow together. I can build a thing later. I'll show you. I have no need for it right now, and it would cost a bit of science to do. But I can build a... Where is it? Stream gauge. This measures water depth, flow, and bad water contamination. So there's degrees of contamination. Yeah, I know the construction lacks materials. It's fine. You'll get there. I believe in you. I believe in everybody. Everything's gonna be fine. Who's injured? Okay. As long as they're there. I need to be careful because this is actually expanding our population. And I need to be cautious about that. I also need one single lumberjack here to finish clearing out all these trees. Get rid of all those stumps and stuff up there. Joe, to read about keel hauling, walking the plank sounds preferable. Timberborn Vermintide crossover plank. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, drought's approaching. Drought time. I'm really curious to see what a bad tide's gonna be like on this. Bad tide's gonna be a hell of a time. Come on, man, I need one more plank. Bring me the one plank. Yes, good. Okay, excellent, great, awesome. We're gonna build houses up here. In fact, we're gonna build a whole bunch of houses up here. I'm gonna line this whole stupid lake with houses. There we go. Beavers don't care about living on top of bad water. Or on top of this corruption. It's fine. It'll have no effect on them. It really only matters for growing stuff. I guess we can add another worker for now. There's a horror game called Little Goody Two Shoes for $1 cheaper than the sale price. There's a bundle of Pocket Mirror, which is already in your library. I love when they do that. I love when they do that. What kind of crops are town 2 gonna get? I want to set up bread production here. I think that's the big one. We're gonna do I'm gonna do sunflowers over here. Because you don't need a ton of space for sunflowers. And I've got an interesting little... I got a little idea here for doing sunflowers. But over here, I'm going to do a big field of wheat. And then probably over here, set up the bakeries, because I think they need to be powered. No, sorry, the grist mill needs to be powered. So I'll set up my mills up here, and then I'll set up the bakeries, like, probably on the edge of this cliff. And then this will be the wheat farm over here. Alright, we only have one homeless beaver left. That's great. That makes me happy. And not a moment too soon, because we're actually running out of food. Things are getting a little tight here. Bad waterfalls don't keep going through droughts, unfortunately. Bad water sources also stop producing, so... This one's also steeper. That's going to be a little tricky to engineer around. Remind me what I need for metal. Okay. I can't do hardcore terraforming until we get to metal. Metal is over here, though. So... we're getting there. I could probably connect a metal-producing district from here. Or just from here, really. And then go around this way. Actually, yeah, I might do that. Ooh, yeah, I might actually do that. Alright, I'm getting ideas, chat. I'm thinking things. Oh, poor Zulabar. Our homeless builder. This one last tree is really annoying me. Okay. We got plenty of housing over here. We got water. We're set up. We're good. We're good. Except everybody's employed. That's bad. I need unemployed beavers. I need to expand our food production before everything goes to hell. Alright, I'm gonna need some extra stairs. Let's say here. And then we'll path up that way. And then. I got a real funky idea. I'm gonna build a farmhouse up. Yeah, this is perfect. I'm gonna build a farmhouse up here that can farm the fertile steppes below. That's my plan. And then I'll build a warehouse right next to it. It'll be a little awkward, but what in this civilization isn't awkward, really? Veiny earth is corrupted. Can anything be grown on crackly brown earth? No. You can't grow anything on dry earth. This is gonna be for sunflower seeds. Yeah, I could set the difference is I could set planting areas here. Nothing will grow on dry, cracked earth, and stuff will actively die quickly on corrupted earth. This will all make a lot more sense when bad tides happen. Bad tides are when the normal water sources turn into bad tide sources. So, I'm gonna give you a little preview of the apocalypse here. Eventually, our freshwater lakes are gonna turn into bad water lakes, and we're gonna have to deal with that. And it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. So we need to be in really, really, really good shape in terms of our food and other resource production by then, or everybody's gonna die. I want to build another bakery because it really seems like we have enough potatoes. And I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, not bakery, a grill. I'm gonna build a grill. Yeah, I'll build a grill over here. I think that's close enough. Okay. Which buildings lack workers? Oh, our tapper shack. You know what? That's fine, honestly. We don't even use this place. I'm gonna deprioritize that. What's the other one? Wood workshop. Also fine. We really don't need that so much. So we'll deprioritize that. Wet fur is still not in the best shape, but yeah, we're working on it. See, this place is planting area. I'm just gonna fill it up, frankly. Not quite as much as I had hoped. I could expand over here, too. Oh, bakery's open. Potatoes, please. And... let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna maybe deprioritize the science production, because we need people working here. I'm gonna lower the number of workers here and get this efficient farmhouse going. I need to make sunflowers. Alright, drought has begun. What's up, cute D-goat? Beavers are doing good. Beavers are hanging in there. I've expanded to a second district, which seems to be working okay-ish. Yeah. I'm gonna deprioritize all of these a little bit, because nothing's gonna happen during... Have I died yet? No. Let's see. Let me move some beavers around, because I need 2 more. I need at least... I'm gonna put 3 more in District 2, I think. Yeah, good. Good. For another worker on there. Y'all are good. That's fine. We only have 1 open bed, so I think I'm gonna need some more houses here real quick. And then, you know what? We could actually... we can actually connect all this up, and that'll be great. So, have you died yet? No, certainly not. Chaos, you are working at the efficient farmhouse. This is you. That's you, Chaos. You have an adorable little hat. And you're carrying potatoes. You're 19. You're not gonna die for a while. I live! While we're here, while we're thinking, while we're doing stuff, let's build, maybe we should build some creature comforts. Beaverimlish? Yes, exactly. Okay, so sunflowers have been begun. Sunflowers have been started. Man, I really want to get weird with this, but I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I got an idea. I'm going to build some platforms. We're gonna build one here, and we're gonna build one here. And we're gonna expand up onto this rooftop. And yeah. We're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna do some double platforms along here. Like so. So you can make construction in this game pretty complicated. So we'll let them get started on that over there. Meanwhile, over here, I'm gonna build another farm. If I build you here, I want this farm to be big. I want this farm to basically encompass all the farmable area in this district, which I think is going to put it not like that. Maybe like this. Alright, let's do that. I'm gonna have to demolish this road for now because I can't connect them without a district crossing. We'll do like that. And then we'll also put additional stairs down here so I can use this plantable area too. Also, I know I don't need to do this, but I'll prioritize sunflowers. I've never been very good at providing sunflowers to my beavers. Sunflower seeds, specifically. They go really fast. Like, really fast. Also, chat, this is a 6-day drought. This particular drought is not screwing around. Also, we're about to have a baby boom here. A beaver baby boom. Use the sunflowers to help fend off zombie beavers. Actually, you know what? To be completely honest, I think I might just have to do carrots for now. Because my carrot supplies are dwindling, and that's bad. That's not a good thing. So I think for right now, I'm just gonna focus on keeping everybody alive. I think that's gonna be the smartest thing to do at the moment. And oh boy, are we gonna have a lot of carrots. Yep, we're just gonna cover this entire side of the map in carrots. For now. Because we need them. We need them bad. Yeah, our food supply is making me nervous. I have concerns. How do they get down to the lower tier there? Oh, we're building stairs right here. We just need the planks. I'm gonna build a district crossing over here, just not yet. Oh, you know what? I can get rid of you. You can be a farmer instead. And I'm not building anything over here at the moment, so I'll deprioritize this workplace. And we can focus on farming for now. Yeah, this is my main concern right now. We should always be topped off on food. We shouldn't be slipping like this. And I fear I've expanded our population faster than our food supply, which, I mean, considering the amount of arable land we have to work with, isn't a huge surprise. There's a lot to work with over here. But that's also a very, 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 very long way away. So hopefully this'll fix our carrot situation. I might even need to improve the berry situation too. Blow a tunnel through the mountain. We're so far away from that is the thing. I need dynamite and solution for it. Oh, we're not actually getting any planks right now. Oh, because we don't have any. Ha ha ha! I knew that. I knew that. Because all of our industries are fucked right now, and they will be for another 3 days. Well, that's fine. None of this is actually important right now. So. And there's that one damn tree right there. You know what? That's a pretty tree. Maybe that one can stay. Maybe I don't need to be mean about that one. How long does it take sunflowers to mature? 5 days. 5 days. Next priority is definitely getting over to the metal. That's gonna be important. Tree stands as a monument to log. Huh, I never actually noticed there were more berry bushes over here. That's kind of funny. I hate those weird little squares you get when you build too many roads in one place. Like, I got one over here, but I can't do anything about it. Actually, that's a lie. I can. Ah, I feel so much better. We're actually going to use that space. I know that seems really dumb and weird, but we are going to use that space. So don't you worry. So... Potato supply is actually improving and carrot supply is dropping off, so I think I made the right choice there. I think I chose wisely on that one. You know the other crazy thing about this map? If we follow the notions laid out by the map design, and we actually drain these craters to make a huge civilization, we're basically gonna have to, like, tear down everything we built on these mountains and rebuild it, like, in the calderas. Which is funny to think about. Which, looking at it, is not going to be all that practical for some of these. Like, ones like this one look pretty good. This one looks really good. But yeah, the one we're initially building around, I don't think so. I think this is going to be a lake forever. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I think I know how this is going to work. Because all the water sources are here in the middle. I think once we've dealt with the bad water, I think we'll probably blow holes through here to create new rivers flowing through these. That'll be a significant, very significant terraforming project, but we'll do it. All right, we're back on. Bubtopia survives another cycle. Alright, I need to reprioritize. Not you. I don't need you. We'll put these workplaces back on normal priority. And I think I'll lower the priority on our sciences for the moment. Because we have tons of science points. And we don't actually need them right now. Oh, sunflower harvest coming in. Hey, look at that. Sunflower time. Carrot harvest coming in. Okay. All right. I think everything's going to work out, chat. I think everything is going to be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. Just kind of waiting on the power right now. That's all. Just, you know, whenever we got that power going, that'll be, that'll be great. Any day now. Any day now. Actually, even deprioritize. These are still running. Kind of crazy. Anyway. Okay, plank production's back. Plank production's back on. God. Thought it would never happen. Brunhilde, thank you so much for the raid. You can always leave it to beavers. How you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Alright, I think our beavers need a treat. I think it's time for a treat. Good and intensely epic showdown with Nega Mercury. Ooh. Sounds exciting. Plank production's back on. Stairs still haven't been constructed. That's annoying. But yeah, we're gonna empty these tanks. I'm gonna get rid of these water pumps because the big ones are doing the work. They're doing fine. Dave, your time at the water pump has ended, I'm afraid. F's in chat. We're gonna expand our well-being. I think it's time for the Lido. May take some significant engineering, but I think we can do it. I think we can make this work. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it. Okay. Yep, we're gonna need to do a little bit of clever engineering here, but we'll get there. Our beavers deserve the best. Okay, stairs have been established. We're good. And also, I think, looks like I can unmark this planning area over here. Because they just can't reach that far. Alright, everybody go. Whoa! Why is everybody unemployed all of a sudden? What the hell's going on here? We have 3 unemployed. We have 5 total unemployed beavers. Well, okay, we'll expand that, I guess. Shit, okay. And then everything's running over here, so. Brunhilde, let's get you in here. You can be, who's our youngest beaver right now? You. There we go. Brunhilde, you are a baby beaver. You're taking a shower right now. There you go. Looks like you're getting you some baked potato. Cool. Happy for you. Doing great. Alright, let's demolish the rest of these, and then we're gonna need a more complex... Ooh. Oh, I actually have an even better idea. Yes, let's make the most of all of this. Here we go. Oh, this is gonna be exciting, chat. It's gonna be really good. We're gonna fill this in, and then our beavers are gonna live the dream. Mean swallowed. Oh, so, folks, Brunhilde and folks from your chat. So I've expanded into a second district. I built a second district on the other side of the lake. I was gonna mainly focus this one on farming, and I was planning on doing wheat and sunflower seeds, but the situation was getting a bit dire, so I decided to just stick with carrots for now. Just to be safe. I've done a little bit of expanding over here, but mostly been working on the other side. Just a bit dire. Not like super dire or anything, but yeah. It wasn't great. I'll say that. It wasn't great. Fucking up. I'm doing some significant expansion here. Alright, we seem to be... We just had a bit of a die-off all of a sudden. We seem to be in a good place. We went Empire before you went Metropolis, yeah. There wasn't really so many... I needed more food. And there just wasn't that much arable land left where we were over here, so I wanted to claim this area over here. Next, I'm gonna head out here. Because I think I can build a new district over in this area that is a significant powerhouse in terms of metal and farming. It's gonna be a little complicated, but I think we can make this work. I do believe we can make this work. But yeah, for right now, things is good. Things is doing okay. We're still supplying our people with carrots and grilled potatoes. I don't think the sunflower supply is sufficient, but this is the best we can do right now. Yeah, sunflower satisfaction isn't too bad. It's over half, so we're getting there. Wet fur is falling off. Oh, I realize we need to build showers over on this side. Minutes for the domino effect. I can make this work! Alright, meanwhile, we're getting ready to build something really cool over here. I think our beavers are really gonna like this. Actually, I don't think, I know. I know for a fact they will. But I guess that's gonna have to wait until another day. Yeah, I think the most important thing right now is metal. We have metal. If we have metal, we can start terraforming, and that will change everything. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to let our current population fill up. We currently have 3 empty beds between the 2 districts. We have 12 kids right now. I'm going to let them all grow up. I'm going to let everything fill up, and we're going to see if we can become stable. We're gonna see if we can hit stability here. And assuming that is the case, then I can do a rapid expansion into a 3rd district. Alright, here we go. Well-being time. They're basically gonna build like a little swimming hole for them. This will help with their wet fur needs. And also, they just fucking love it. Because it's awesome. Also, over on this side, I've been a bit remiss in this particular duty. I want to... If we can, if it's not too much trouble, I want to build a platform here. And... Oh, wait, shit. I need to make sure this is actually going to work. No, that's not gonna work. Never mind. I want to build him a campground. But campgrounds can only be built on solid ground. Alright, you know what? That's not that big a deal. I'll just build it over here. There we go. And I guess while we're at it, we should give him some other well-being features over here. We need a tooth grindstone somewhere. I think we'll put that out front here. And then we probably should give them a pair of medical beds just to be safe. So that should improve their overall happiness and situation. Almost as bad as not showering. We literally have just teeth dragging across the bed. There we go. Much better. Much better. This is all looking very good. Zen Oddish did beaver dam a stately pleasure dome decree. Alright, the Lido is 90% complete. We just need 5 more planks. And then everything's hunky-dory. Let's see, is there other well-being? Contemplation spot. Let's unlock some contemplation spots and allow them to contemplate. Ideally, I want to put these in places where I'm not going to have to uproot them. But it's kind of hard to plan ahead like that. We'll put one right here. put one up cliffways. And then we'll put one over on the other side, too. Cliftwise. I think there should be fine. Alf the Sacred Crater, full in quadrants, measureless to beast, down to endless T. Willax materials. Don't worry about it, it'll be fine. The Lido is complete, chat. Look! Look, the beavers are enjoying it. I don't know, frankly, I don't know why they don't just go swimming just because. I don't know why they need a specifically roped off area for it, but, you know, whatever. Sitting in their little chair, enjoying their time. Being poets, don't mind us. I never do. I never do. Alright, the kids are growing up. I think this might mean we can actually... I'm going to secure our water supply on this side. I'm going to build the large water pump I've been meaning to build over here. And we'll do a medium storage tank right across from it. That should put us in pretty good shape. My good grunt, I've lost sight of you. It's so damn foggy in this inequity den. Den of iniquity. Yeah, I know. You're gonna kind of have to, you know, move stuff across. It's gonna be fine. I think with all of this going on, I think I can also... I think we can build a new district crossing over here. Yeah, let's go like so. And that way when these are done in a couple days, I can just run the path through there. Bit extreme for district crossing, but actually could move it back one. Not that it makes a huge difference, but yeah. There we go. Now we'll have two district crossing. Let's see your almost empire. I mean, I've formed a complete ring around our civilization. You know, it just get rid of these. That's fine. Oh God, we're full up on carrots. It's you know, it's fine. We gotta get rid of these. Yep, so I managed to ring the lake. Expanded a bit out this way. I haven't really expanded. The next one is going to be around this lake to get to the source of metal. So we can get to terraforming, and then the sky's the limit. Everything will change. Like East Egg and West Egg. I like that you can see each other from across the way. Okay, no, we don't need that many workers on each side of here. It's fine. 2 per is fine. We still have 5 unemployed beavers, which is good. We got 4 kids growing up. I'm gonna let these kids, assuming it's not gonna take a million years. Nah, they're all roughly like halfway there. We'll let them grow up. We'll make sure our food and water supplies are steady. Total beavers, 66. We currently have a civilization of 66 beavers. If you're ever curious about the total number, it's right here. Yeah, it's a horrible unemployment rate. Fortunately, in our enlightened beaver society, they don't suffer any ill effects of being unemployed. They are allowed to live free and clear off of society. It's fine. Everything is fine. Also, I realize we're not moving. We're not moving gears and treated planks, and that's a problem. I'm gonna have to do something kind of dumb to get this moving. This is going to be a tiny gear warehouse. This is going to be a tiny treated planks warehouse. And that will get our district crossing folks to move resources over so that we can actually build the goddamn thing I want them to fucking build. Then otters, what's to motivate them to become productive members of society? They'll just take advantage of the system forever. Oh shit, it's bad tide time. Oh boy, chat. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here. In 3 days, the apocalypse hits. I call upon my fucking hateful sarcasm. Okay, so like I said, during a bad tide, normal water sources become bad tide sources. This entire lake is going to become corrupted. Every source of water on the map is going to become corrupted. Now, what's that going to do? First of all, water pumps purify for you. They will still function, but at greatly reduced efficiency. So it's a good thing we're building these while we're building them. I'm not going to tear this other one down right now. Not when this is the situation we're in. The corruption that you see around these bad tide pools is going to spread through ours. It's basically going to kill all of our plants. So, the hope is that we have enough food stockpiled to survive this. I don't know that we actually do. I'm going to take some emergency measures here. I'm going to build another carrot place real quick. Because we got plenty of carrots in the field. We need to get them out of the field. Because if they're out of the field, they can't be corrupted. But this is, without question, this is the most dangerous situation we've been in thus far. Because we have a lot of beavers, they eat a lot of food, and because of the space constraints, I don't have a lot of space. I haven't been producing much food. Not as much as I usually do in these games. So, we'll see what happens. I think the initial bad tides are pretty short. The real problem is it's going to kill all of our farms stone dead, and it's going to take time to rebuild them. Regrow them, really. You know what? I'm going to build even another one. We are going to stock carrots as hard as we possibly can. Bad tide arrives in 1 day. And I'm going to switch these guys to prioritize harvesting. One thing that can happen with farms is if your beavers prioritize planting over harvesting, they won't ever actually get to the point of harvesting all of their... So actually, I need to do this with all of our farms. I need to prioritize harvesting on everything. Literally anxious for the beavers. This is not a great situation. This is pretty bad. This is really quite bad. My other hope is that the bad tide is actually going to take time to corrupt the entire lake. Also, we're going to need to close the Lido. I don't want them swimming in this. You ever played Mind Over Magic? I haven't, no. I have not. It's also going to kill our tree farm. It's going to kill everything. Oh, I don't think they're going to harvest everything. Okay, so yeah. I'm hoping against hope that the bad tide takes time to corrupt. Alright, we're gonna not close the Lido. Actually, I could probably do this manually. Okay. Just to be sure, I'm gonna get rid of this path. So they can't use the Lido now. Okay, so yeah, everything turned into bad water. The sources did. Okay, it only lasts for 1 day. It only lasts for 1 day the first time, which is still enough to kill all of our plants. Or is it? Is 1 day enough time to corrupt the entire lake? There's a chance that it's not. And that would be kind of huge. That looks pretty bad. I mean, the center of the lake is messed up. Hang on, if I... It's not a... we might be okay. It's not actually spreading that fast. It might be over before it does any real damage. Actually, it's... Huh. I don't think... Okay. I think there was too much pure water in the lake to cause any sort of problem. I think we're fine. Holy shit, we're fine. I can't believe it. That's crazy. And now I've got an absolute fuckload of carrots. Alright, anyway. Yeah, nothing... That was it. Nothing corrupted. I can't believe it. So that's another huge advantage of this map that I did not anticipate. Set back to planting. I got an idea. I've had an idea, chat. I need more farmers over here. Yeah, the longer bad tides may endanger us. And I mean, the lake has some corruption in it. I'm still not going to let him go back in the Lido for now. Well, wow. Shocked things went so well. Alright, anyway, I guess I can shut this pump down. And then we'll empty these tanks. I mean, I don't really need to, but it's such an insignificant amount of water anyway. This one doesn't have anything. We'll tear that down. And then this one... So I'm thinking actually of reprioritizing here. I think I may... Yeah. I'm going to repurpose these farms. I'm going to only grow potatoes over here. I've decided. We're gonna refactor for potatoes. This is gonna be the potato side. This is gonna be the carrot side. Decontamination processors is lower efficiency pumping. The corruption will get pushed out eventually. Like, I'm actually thinking about building... How much would it cost me? It's cheap. Let's do it. Let's build a stream gauge. I'll build a stream gauge. Okay, build one down there. We'll build a stream gauge right here. So we can get a read on the water. Okay, so we need to clear this particular planting area. And we're going to focus you on harvesting. And we're going to rely on beavers moving resources between the districts. Okay, so here's a stream gauge. So currently, right now, the depth here is 0.65, basically 2/3 of a regular cube. The current is 1.7 cubic meters per second, and the contamination is only 4%. So one day bad tide got us to 4% contamination in the lake. Which is great. You know what? I think y'all are cool. Go have fun. Enjoy the Lido with my compliments. So yeah, and then we'll reset this as I can't. I'm gonna have to fill in the potatoes as the carrots grow in and move out. But this should put us in a much better position for yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do down here is kind of silly. I'm gonna build another farmhouse down here. A ledge-side farmhouse to help with the carrots. Because I want a lot of carrots. We have a lot of carrots, and we need to focus on taking care of them. Yeah, I would love... Normally, I'm pretty aggressive about expanding our food options, but with the amount of space we have and the conditions of everything, it's just not really an option. So... We have 2 vacancies where... Oh, the building... Yeah, at the city center. Okay. Well, you know what? We don't actually have to do it like that. We can prioritize normally. And yeah, automatic. You know, it might be a problem. We need more housing over here. So let's do that. Let's build some more lodges. Oh, 2 more lodges over here. And yeah, seems like a good time to remind y'all this is a democratic playthrough. And whether or not we continue into tomorrow night and beyond is entirely up to y'all. So if you're enjoying watching Beaver Society flourish, you should vote that way. Or if you want to move on to something else, that's fine too. So, okay, so contamination's up to 5%. So it may fluctuate while the clean water pushes the bad water out. We'll have to see. We did get another farm built here, and then... Okay, carrots are in good shape. We have plenty of carrots. Carrot situation is vastly improving, so we will improve our potato situation over here. Love the sound effects in this game. The game has some excellent, excellent sound design. Truly spectacular. I think I might want to get really crazy here and build one more carrot depot. Build it over there. I do not want to miss out on carrots. What's up, Lord Crispin? I want to make sure we are operating at maximum carrot potential. Okay, I need to move... It would appear I need to move 2 beavers manually from District 1 to District 2. There we go. Now we have full employment in beaver civilization. If we game over, what's next? That's always a secret. I don't say because I don't want people voting for or against what's coming next. I want people voting specifically on the merits of the current game. Yeah. Lifeblood of beavers flows through the carrot. You know what? I might as well... I don't know why I've really been doing this, such as it is. Like that. It's complicated. I wish there was some way to say this is a good game, but it's just not the kind of thing I'm into. I mean, that's a no vote. And that's a perfectly good no vote. Like I've said from the start, you never have to explain your vote here. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe anyone an explanation of why you vote the way you vote. If you just don't want to see a game, that's good enough. And that's exactly what I want to know. You know? If everybody loves Timberborn, if everybody thinks Timberborn is great, but a majority of people just aren't interested in watching it for whatever reason, then I should move on to something else. Yeah, no, I don't take votes. I guess this is another thing I should make clear. I don't take votes as an evaluation of the quality of a game. I take votes specifically as, what do you want to see? If people are voting for a game, if the margins are huge for a game, then that tells me, okay, people want to see this game. It doesn't mean that people necessarily think it's great or love it. I'm pretty sure if I had done democratic playthroughs back when we were doing, like, you know, Faria or something, people would have voted the shit out of that game. I find it hard to watch turn-based RPGs and Souls-like, but I never spurn those who adore them. Yeah. And that's, you know, that's not what voting is about. If I do, the next time I do a Souls-like, if I do it as a democratic playthrough, I would expect you to vote no if you're not interested in seeing it. Right, Manic? Right? What lacks materials? What's your problem? Oh, we're out of potatoes. We're hitting the potatoes really hard, chat. We are really, really letting those potatoes have it. I would never vote. Democracy is a lie. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to start setting up a Lido for our friends over here. Because do not all our beaver brethren deserve the simple pleasures of the Lido deck? How many years has it been? A lot. It has been a lot. Oh, wait. I don't want to... Oh, no. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, seems like we just had another die-off. We've got 4 empty jobs. We have underemployment now, chat. That's how successful Beaver Society is. Super Sentai Reddit decided to do a rewatch thing with a thread each week and settled on Time Ranger. I forget what the hell. God damn, Manic. Hey, Buster V! Let's get you in here. Who's our littlest beaver? Wardwag. You're definitely gonna outlast everybody else this way, friendo. First 2 episodes sure were the first 2 episodes of Time Force, and stuff changed admittedly, but still. Faria was May 2022? Huh, really wasn't that long ago, honestly. It was not actually that long ago. All right, at present, our civilization seems stable, but frankly, unexciting. Everybody subsists off of berries and carrots and the occasional potato or sunflower seed. And I think that is simply the way things are going to be for now. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Doesn't matter, because I really want to build another Lido deck over here. I want to make my beavers happy. To be fair, time lost all meaning sometime in there. Faria was at the old place? It was at my old house, right? What am I doing on well-being? See, okay, well-being, despite being low on potatoes and sunflower seeds, we're more or less fulfilling the need. The way this works, actually, I'm not gonna tell you the way this works because I'm probably wrong. It's just I noticed that grilled potatoes are +2. I think that might just be because they're more complicated food. You might get bigger bonuses for more complicated foods. area was here? Wow, I really thought it was longer ago than that. Wow. Do we need plank production over here? No. We have... the district crossings are doing a good job of transferring goods between them. So we don't have to worry about that. The life of the series is strangely existential from the beginning because the guy from the past they handed a ranger trinket to goes, if you're from the future, must know how my life goes, right? No, you're just some random guy. You don't matter that much. Wow. All right. I'm going to start embarking. Hey, happy beavers. Hooray for our happy beavers. I'm going to start embarking on a new construction project. We're going to start working towards a 3rd district. Because I need metal. I need it so bad. I need it so bad, I can taste it. Tastes like pennies. Remember the old place? I remember the new place. I don't remember when you moved. It was, I guess it was 2021, I think? We basically moved because of COVID. Because our old place was just too cramped, really, considering the conditions. It's not just the blood of the fallen. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run... Oh boy, okay. My plan is to run an extremely excessive road all the way over here and then work our way down the cliffs. That way, that keeps the fertile fields down here clear. And then we'll do a platform, and then stairs, stairs. And then ideally, we're going to put up the next district probably like here, I'm thinking. Nestled in against this, this mountain. And this will put us in a really good spot. I mean, we've got metal, we've got trees. Once I clear this area out, we can do a ton of food production. And actually, chat, we're gonna have to drain this lake. One of our ultimate goals is gonna be probably, well, maybe I'll do a ring river here. We got some cool stuff we can do, chat. This is where the game gets really exciting. Once I've got all this worked out, once we have an operational 3rd district and actual metal production, then we get to terraforming, and then we can redo everything however we want. That is deeply exciting to me. Oh, and look, we're running positive on potatoes again. The real Beaver Souls starts here. I'm always positive on potatoes. Oh my god, my wife made amazing potatoes with dinner tonight. Butter and soy sauce. Butter and soy sauce just massively improves the quality of anything, chat. It's so good. It's really, really good. And she mixed up potatoes and eringi mushroom. And they were delicious. My daughters were like hoovering them up. I had a few. My girls ate the rest. It was great. Salt and fat make things tasty. When was this research completed? I know. Shocking, right? Absolute mind blower, that one. Roll butter around after the rice is... Okay, yes. Perfect. Excellent. Good. Okay. I think because it's cycle 7, day 13, we should have a drought or a bad tide coming up. So I think for the time being... I'm not going to launch the next district until... We're through that. What's your favorite game you probably consider bad, or in your opinion, the worst game that you really like? The first thing that always pops to mind is Lichdom Battle Mage. I am very, very fond of that game. I've thought about replaying it from time to time, but it is just a incredibly poorly paced experience. All right, yeah, that should let us start the next district. Right like that. And then we're gonna... Oh, fuck me. I did something wrong. Beyond that, the other one that always comes to mind is Star Wars Rebellion, which was the, like, Star Wars Galactic Conquest game. I really like that one too. I've beaten it a couple times, but I would never try to convince somebody it's actually good. I have a lot of patience for that because I have a lot of patience for anything Star Wars. That's just me. I don't know, it's honestly kind of a tough question, you know? There's so many genuinely good games out there. It's easy to just kind of keep your mind on those, you know? Honestly, I really want to start farming over here. But I'm not sure the best way to do that. I guess let's try something here. I mean, this is kind of a tough one. Deadly Premonition, Sonic 06. Yeah, Deadly Premonition. Deadly Premonition. Honestly, I just think it's bad. I've never really been able to find the fun in that game, unfortunately. I'm thinking if I run this road out to here, I mean, we're really far away from everything else. Okay, I think I know what I can do here, actually. I think I know what I can do here. Oh, I got a great idea. I've got a great idea. We're gonna save some actual space here, chat. I can start this connected to District 1, and then eventually link it back up with the new district. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna be silly with this. Chat, if you want optimally efficient farming, this is how you do it. Slap down your warehouse and then build the farmhouse on top of it. That's why I love this game. This game really, really, really values creativity. Many games come with collectible characters from your favorite IP. Not enough. Not enough. I get maybe, yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is the best bad game I play. Because God knows it is exploitative. A bearded Canadian died of old age. A day after Buster V grew up. And Helveet, too. He passed on to the great beaver beyond. Some Harvest Moon protagonist somewhere just went, God damn it, I wish I thought of that. Now, this is going to take ages to build because our builders have to run all over God's green earth to complete it. The great Bevond. Also, you might notice some of our beavers running over here and, like, literally dropping resources off the cliff onto there. Beavers can interact with things in adjacent squares to them, no matter the height, which is kind of an interesting oversight in how this game is designed. I actually really like that. Dead now again, let me my ghost self fulfill my wet fernie and then go to bed. Thank you for the stream. My pleasure, Helvey. Thanks for coming out. Thank you so much for coming out. All right, we got a drought. That's fine. And I'm glad I waited. Because I'm pretty sure this lake... Oh yeah, this lake's gonna empty out. Because there's a big waterfall over here. But we can at least get this built. Another thing I like about this game is once you get stuff working, you can kind of just leave it alone. Like we got a good old tree farm going here. Don't got to worry about that. District 2 is just humming along, pumping out carrots and the occasional sunflower seeds. Everything's fine. Okay, hang on. We're gonna put this one on pause. Because we are going to do sunflower seeds here. We got a decent little space for this. It's not perfect, but we'll make it work. And also, no, I'm not planting sunflower seeds underneath the waterfall. Yeah, once we get on the other side of the drought, we'll get all this going. Deadly Premonition, I understand people would bounce really hard off it, specific ways in which it's messy and janky at a charm point for it. No, I get that. I get that. Deadly Premonition is probably one of the most interesting bad games I've ever played. And if you're tolerant of what it's doing, then yeah, I can certainly understand why you'd appreciate it. Hopefully the rest of our little beavers will grow up. Cassid was just born. Varian needed more twin beaks. Also, they're actually stocking sunflower seeds in there, which is kind of silly. What do you consider a Marmite game, honestly? I just realized what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something really silly. I love this game, chat. It gives me the excuse to be silly about things. It gives me excellent excuses to just get real fucking weird. As it appeals to a lot of people with very specific tastes, also equally lacks appeal to anyone who doesn't. Somebody actually planted a sunflower seedling over here. It must have been these guys. Well, that's fine. We're not going to worry about it at the moment. We have a stupid amount of science, too. We could start looking at decorations. I could expand well-being is a little... Well-being's a little complicated from here. We basically unlocked all the simple stuff. Herbalist, we don't need unless we start dealing with contaminated beavers. Agora, we need solution for. which we don't know how to make yet. Carousel, we need power and lots of it. Detailer, we need solution. Dance hall, we need metal for. And mud pit, we need mud for. Pumpkin time, thanks for the stream. My pleasure, Brunhilde. Thanks for coming out. It was a pleasure to see you. And thanks again for the raid. Really appreciate it. How long until we have to face a longer bad tide? Could be next cycle, honestly. Over time, bad tides become more frequent and longer. I don't suspect that we'll have to deal with another bad tide until maybe cycle 10. Although the droughts are getting really long. This is a 9-day drought, which again, doesn't matter. Because we're sitting on the edge of like the biggest lake ever. So everything's gonna be fine. I'm actually curious. Eventually, we're gonna pump so much water out of this that it may lower the surface of the lake far enough that plants on the edges will start dying. But I'm not worried. It doesn't seem like that's gonna be the case yet. So we're gonna sit this. We're gonna sit through the drought. We're gonna let this happen. See how it treats this lake down here. Actually, I guess I could go ahead and get you started, couldn't I? Doesn't seem like it's actually causing us any problems at the moment. Yeah, they can go ahead and... Yeah, that's as far as this lake goes, so... This is still gonna stay green. That's no problem. And I'm gonna do the really dumb and weird thing I was thinking. Unless... I don't think that works. So I'm actually gonna build a walkway out here. Expensive? Yes. Unnecessary? Also yes. Cool? That's the important part, chat. Some reason this kind of makes me hanker for building games set in Redwall setting or just more proper Redwall games. Seems fair. I really enjoyed Redwall when I was a kid. I really, really did. We'll unmark. Because see, the idea is I can unmark. I'll need to use these, but then I can use this as actual planting area. Which now that I'm looking at isn't a very good deal, but I don't care. I've already made this decision. And it's not like I'm doing anything else with those planks. We're not busy at the moment. But this also means when I do connect this farm to the rest of the district, I can do it over water and leave the arable land to be worked upon. I think I originally got into them when I was a kid, do the animated adaptation of a few of the books. They aired in the 2000s. Aside from the whole species all have certain value attributes thing, are they worth reading as an adult? I couldn't tell you because it's been way too long since I last read them. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a solid adventure sort of thingy thing. They're fine. I enjoyed them a lot as a kid, but not as much as, like, you know, terrible Star Wars novels or the like. Also, good God, we have a lot of gears. That's good, though. We'll need them eventually. read a few of those terrible Star Wars novels. I was fortunate that I started with the best ones. I started with the Thrawn trilogy, Truce of Bakura, Courtship of Princess Leia was okay. I went back and read Splinter the Mind. If you ever want a wild-ass Star Wars experience, I'm not saying it's a good novel. I'm not saying it's necessarily worth reading, but if you want an interesting experience, get Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Splinter of the Mind's Eye was a Star Wars Extended Universe novel that was written in the time between the release of A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. And it's all about Luke and Leia and Vader, and oh boy, they did not know what was coming. And it is super awkward in retrospect. Oh, yep, you fucked up, Satellite. You walked in during Star Wars chat. You really should have known better. I've been slowly trying to backfill my big young adult fantasy epic pop culture list. I'm next going to try the Aragons at some point. Well, definitely let us know what you think. I've never read any of them myself. Ones they adapted in the show would probably be the best bet. Redwall, Matameo, and Martin the Warrior. I think I only ever read Redwall and Matameo. I don't think I ever got to Martin. I actually did a presentation. I did a book report presentation on Redwall, and for that I made a magnetic map of Redwall. So I had a visual aid to explain like how the story and everything progressed. Pretty proud of that. Worked out. Chat, we're actually filling up on resources, which makes me think maybe no, I'm not gonna do anything with it yet. More sunflowers. We can see how the sunflower supply holds up now. I want to build... Long story short, I want to build another... I want to build another potato warehouse. What kind of logistical backend will you need for Metal Town? Metal is actually really simple. For metalworking, you need a scavenger flag. Much like lumberjacks, they'll go into the ruins and they will extract metal and they will deposit them in a pile. So then we'll have scrap metal. Then we need a smelter. Smelter needs a shitload of power. It takes scrap metal and logs and turns it into metal. That's it. So the only real issue with producing metal is going to be power. The best place to do that would actually be over here. To set up some water wheels across here and build a smelter over here, but that is really far away from where we're going to be sourcing the metal. I can make it work. I'd basically have to build a new... I think our guys could probably figure it out. But the easiest way to do it would be to build a third district crossing here and then build our metal production over here. Honestly, though, once we get metal production, then we're gonna be interfacing with bad water a lot more. We're gonna unlock the bad water pump, and we're gonna pump bad water out because we're gonna use that to make dynamite at our explosives factory. So actually, we may be looking at a whole new industrial complex over here for both metal and explosives, so that we can get the whole, we can get the entire terraforming. What the hell is this? This building needs, oh, okay, so the lake is getting shallow. The lake is shallow enough. Yeah, okay. So it's gone down basically 2/3 of a cube. Yep. This ledge, and see? So that reduces the amount of arable land. Now, when plants dry out, they take like, well, it depends on the plant. These potatoes are gonna die. These blueberry bushes die in like a week and a half. Sunflowers are gonna die in like 3.5 days, so they should be okay. But yeah, that's the danger of pumping a lot of water out of a lake like this, is we're actually reducing the arability of our surrounding. It's fine. The drought has ended, the lake will refill, and we can get started on our 3rd district. Alright, so 3rd district will sit here. And then we need to build a district crossing here. So this is actually an interesting little interchange. Oh, the snake? Yeah, the snake was fucking terrifying. Super scary snake. And the district crossing requires planks, which we don't have because everything dried up. We need the water to flow, chat. We need it to flow. Building lacks workers. Oh, yeah, this one is... Yeah, obviously. I could, actually, you know... They won't like me for doing this, but we could move some people over to District 3 already and get things started. So from 1 to 3... do that, and then... Alright, hang on, guys. Chill for a second. I'm gonna run this path over here. We're gonna do a lumberjackin' flag. And we're gonna need a pile. We're gonna need a couple piles, actually. And I did that wrong. Great. Shit. Alright, that's fine. I can fix this. The end of this is just gonna be really ugly, that's all. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is always fine around here, chat. Do a large pile there. And another one here. And we will start cutting these trees. It's actually a bit awkward because I don't have a good way to get down there yet. The trees actually filled in this entire ledge. So I think I'm actually gonna have to start. Okay. This is gonna be really awkward, but we'll figure it out. I feel like I've said that a lot tonight. I feel like I say that all the time, in fact. Alright, that'll be for scrap, and this will be for logs. Counterintuitive, I know, but it's fine. You know what? I can't do that to myself. I'll go insane. That's for logs, and this is for scrap metal. Sorry y'all don't have anywhere to... Oh, you know what? This might have also been unwise. Because the district crossing can't be completed yet. Because... Oh, shit. I need to prioritize this. This needs to be our highest priority. Okay, industry is moving again. Ish. Yeah, okay, it's good. Alright, yeah. We need to finish that district crossing because these guys are going to need food. Badly. I'm going to see if I can do this really efficiently. Like, crazy efficiently. Do berries there and carrots there. There we go. Is it still the Beaver Roam map? Yes, it is. But I'm expanding widely. This is our first district, second district, and now I'm working on a third one way over here to get at metal. All right, we need this crossing completed so badly, so very badly. Anything to be done about the poo water? We're getting there. We're getting there. There is actually. The folktales conceal bad water sources or turn them into bad water producing factories that no longer flow. So yes, eventually we will have the bad water situation settled. Oh god, they don't have food or water over here. I might have really fucked these guys over. Alright, I'm gonna make an executive decision. I'm gonna send everybody back to District 1 so they don't die. And then we'll get everything going from there. Okay, the district crossing is complete. We'll reduce the number of workers here, because we gotta. And then I think I gotta wait for more of the kits to grow up, and then I can move a big group of people over here. In the meantime, they're gonna keep working on this particular walkway. And I am going to... demolish this particular bit of road, this bit of road, and we are going to plant even more sunflowers along here. That's the plan. New young adult animal fantasy series Kid Shaz is obsessed with was warrior cats. Even Kid Me knew they were kind of trained right. Once we get this all set up, we're going to have people pulling tons of scrap metal out of here. And the next job will be figuring out how to refine it efficiently. Got a niece obsessed with Warrior Cast. A little high drama for your taste, so I'll read one for real at some point. Also, this whole boardwalk thing is coming together. Although, I realize now this is kind of a waste. Because I'm going to have to disconnect this when I attach this to District 3. Ah, well. Nobody's perfect, chat. Least of all me. Shoutouts to Redwall being available in Scholastic book fairs, even though every book has good and bad guys getting off throughout. I guess it's kind of tradition at this point. I also want to... Cute animals. How could anything bad be in this book? Alright, I got an idea. I want to... I'm going to do some platform expansion here. I love the verticality in this game so much, chat. Absolutely love it. So yeah, we're gonna do a potato warehouse, and then honestly, I don't know. Maybe another sunflower warehouse? Might as well. We'll get there. Our population is really in flux right now. We're getting overlapping die-offs and age-ups, and it's complicating matters. Making it hard to get this new district started. I kind of want to build a plank surplus before I move on. It's just this dumb project over here, this dumb, unnecessary project is eating up all my planks. Favorite naming mistake is when a character called Windrunner inexplicably swaps names to Gorse Fur for some reason for exactly a single chapter and then never again. Who the hell? Check out this little boardwalk we made, chat. It's pretty cool, right? I guess I need to start thinking about how I'm gonna arrange this. This is actually gonna be really tricky to do. Ah, okay. I'm gonna need to build platforms over here, it would seem. Yeah. And build them across there. That should work. 3 water wheels across there should do. Wait, if that'll even fit. Oh, I can only fit 2. Damn. Wait, no, that's even better. That's even better. I can make that work. I can defo make that work. We're casting the only series in which I've seen actual fandom flame wars on what characters canonically look like, because the writers keep forgetting mid-book and describe the same characters entirely different appearances. True mark of quality. I guess I should also... We're gonna need a basic water pump first. So I'll go ahead and prepare that. The beavers need food and beavers need water, and if they don't have either, they die. So we're actually a bit short on... Okay, yeah. We're going through a die-off right now. We're actually short on workers. For once. A bit of a pain. Also, I'm getting really tired of having to deal with this. I'm gonna have to throw in like a little tiny plank pile. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This is getting annoying. This tells all you know about beavers, even the mythology. I don't actually know that much about beavers. The lore for this game was that humans completely screwed up the earth. Just absolutely ruined the ecology and killed themselves and most of the other life on the planet. But beavers, because they are very smart and clever, managed to survive and evolve to the point where they were gonna build their own civilization. And they were gonna do it better than humans, because humans are stupid. So yeah, the Folktales and Iron Teeth both seem to have very different aims. The Folktales, I mean, we've seen from their final victory monument, that they want to distribute tree seeds across the earth. They just want to reconnect with nature. They want to clean up all the mistakes of the past and improve things and make everything better. And the Iron Teeth are more like human capitalists. They want to dominate nature via industry and are very aggressive in doing so. So right when I wanted to open up a new district, we had a big die-off, and now we've got a whole bunch of vacancies. So this is kind of annoying. How does cyborg cloning work there? It's not cyborg. The Iron Teeth, the description of their cloning pods is basically that the Iron Teeth have their civilization is so advanced that they no longer desire icky physical interaction. So they came up with basically cloning pods, where you put in a mixture of, you know, beaver embryonic formula and other stuff, and they grow their offspring there. So. Satellite, I choose to believe that was a direct response. Important fur source in colonial times, for some reason, not much demand anymore. For some reason. Sounds like a Star Trek planet the Enterprise visits once and never goes back to. Yeah, Beaver Planet. I mean, other than Kirk, I don't think the rest of the crew would be very interested. Heyo! Also, just for no particular reason, I'm going to make this more direct. Because this also makes it easier to build stairs up if I so decide to. Oh, that'd be very funny. I was actually throwing my pizza in the oven. Ooh, evening pizza. Love it. Good time. Okay, so now we have, what the Christ? We have 14 vacancies and unemployed. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? District 2. We have an unemployed beaver. But we do have automatic migration, champ. Here, thank you. Okay, it's delayed reaction, but now we're ending up with even more vacancies. Like all of our inventors and some of our lumberjacks. Like, what the hell's going on here? We have plenty of food and plenty of water. I think maybe we just got unlucky with the timing on these things. Or maybe things are just proportioned poorly. Didn't want to get a job until you start giving them shit about it. Mood. Yeah. You can say that again. Alright, well, hell with it. I'm gonna build more houses because we're in good shape right now. So I'm gonna give y'all some more places to live, and you're gonna do something about it. I need more okay, we got a drought on the way. Let's see, how's the housing situation over here? A little bit messy. Give me a platform and that, and then we're gonna build another triple lodge over here. Ever shouters in nature contemporary. Wet fur is always a tough one. It might be the folks in the other districts that are having or in District 2 that are having trouble with that. Campfire pretty solid on contemplation spot, not so much. And I've also, chat, I've been remiss in my duties. I have not been building rooftop places, but I will do that now. Rooftop terraces obviously must be placed on rooftops. We'll build them one here, and then all right, we'll do this. This needed to be done anyway. We'll give him a terrace up there too. Glad you reminded me. Good excuse to... They get a lovely view of the bad water cesspool over here. Substance called castoreum that supposedly tastes like strawberries and apparently comes from beaver testes. Hunters would kill beeves they could for it. Plenty of Roman artwork of beavers showing off they've been castrated already to stun and shocked hunters. Huh. Weird. I'm getting tired of all this mess over here. I'm just gonna build a couple extra showers here for the time being. I can always change this around as needed, but we might as well... Been nuts to chop off. I was also gonna build another Lido over here and got distracted. Oh, right, you need a path. Haha, I knew that. I knew that. That's fine, I'll leave him alone. Have we confirmed whether or not the red water is cherry flavor or not? We haven't. I haven't let any of my dudes taste it. Hey! Grilled potato storage is all set. And we're actually running positive on sunflowers. I actually have enough sunflowers for one. I'm very happy about this. Oh my god, we have 19 children. Jesus Christ. Anybody, any name? Brunhilde's still here. She works at the district crossing in District 1. She's 57 years old. Buster V is a sunflower farmer, as it turns out, in District 2. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Rotsack. We have a beaver named Rotsack. Never thought it would happen to me. Zem wants to be a beaver. Zem wants to be a beaver. I'll rename this other Z named beaver. Dempsey. Must have missed me dying. Must have been when I was getting a snack. You would have been dead yesterday. So yeah, Rotsack needs his castoreum harvested. Yikes. Alright, we got drought. Oh, this one's only 5 days. This is an easy drought. Easy peasy breezy drought. Hey! Happier than ever, chat. We're actually getting there. Rooftop terrace made a difference. Let's see if we can slap down a few more contemplation spots and really improve matters. I think over here we just got this. Oh, no, we have 2. Maybe they need one out yonder. I don't really have a good place for it, though. To be quite honest. Although, I could put it... Let's see. Maybe out towards the industrial area. Give them something to contemplate. And then these folks over here, they got one there. Maybe I just need more. Maybe it's just a matter of not having enough. We'll put one over here by the farm. Put into context how old some of the beavers are. IRL beavers only live in the best possible conditions for about 25 years. This is water wreckage here. 22 babies, chat. We're pushing 80 beavers here. That's a lot of beavers. true. These are evolved post-human beavers without humans to bother them. They can do anything, chat. Okay, you know what? With the bad water situation where it is, I think it's time to get to work on our next great project. I think the time has come. Alright, so my plan here, my genius plan... How to execute Order 60s. This is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be tricky, because what I want to do is I want to build water wheels over here. 2 of them. All right. This is gonna be scary. I'm not saying it isn't. But we're gonna see if we can make this work. How much power does metal processing take? 200 horsepower for a single foundry. It takes a lot. So we need... Oh, fuck. These need triple platforms. Alright. I need that. I need them to do that. And I need them to do it in 3 days. And I don't think they're going to be able to, frankly. Because I think it's too far away. And it's going to take too many planks. I'll see what I'll see what they can manage, but yeah. Okay, that's 1. What's the best and worst voice actor experience you had while working? Wow. I think the best voice actor experience I ever had was working with DC Douglas. He was the voice. He did... I don't know what he does now, but 10 or so years ago, he was like the voice of Wesker in Resident Evil for like Resident Evil 5 and 6. Yeah, he was in a bunch of stuff. He's in the Persona 5, I think. Yeah. Like super nice guy, super friendly, absolutely hilarious. I worked with him on a couple projects, and my buddy at the time, one of my friends, was really into Resident Evil. He was a huge fan of Resident Evil. His birthday was coming up, and I just happened to have a session with DC, and I got him to record a birthday message for my friend as Wesker. And it was so cool. I was always really, really happy I could do that. So yeah, that was really neat. I also really liked, since we're talking about it, I also really liked working with this guy named Jameson Price. When we were playing Atelier Aisha, he was the voice of Fred the Baker. He's got a very naturally like deep rumbly voice, which is usually he gets cast for folks with like a whole lot of gravitas. So hearing him as Fred the Baker was hilarious, but he was, I think, of all the not to play favorites, but of all the voice actors I've ever worked with, I think I got a soft spot for him. Just this really incredibly nice, pleasant guy, Super friendly, lots of good stories. I think he works as a theater manager, or at least he did the last time I worked with him. Can they actually get this platform done today? Because they can, holy shit. Cameo style things for niche celebrities for their fans are super cool. They are, yeah. They really are. Come on, guys. Come on. We really need this. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I think we got it. Oh, holy shit, we got it. Okay. Alright, so now we need to break all this down. And I really need y'all... Yep, thank you. I need to break all this shit down. Joe Zija was a mag this year. He was really chill. Joe Zija's great. I had the privilege of working with Joe Zija when he was still, like, getting his start. Before he hit it big with Fire Emblem. And yeah, great guy. Really, really great guy. And he still worked with us. Even after he hit it big on Fire Emblem, which I really appreciated. So yeah, we're going to build a bridge across here. We're going to build a pair of water wheels, and that should be enough power to run a foundry. Though we may need excess power beyond that, in which case I'm going to build water wheels on the other side of this place. But we did it. We got it done. We got it done in time. Also, chat, since it's getting late into the evening, I'm going to give y'all one more reminder before the final reminder to get in your votes. This is a democratic playthrough. If you're enjoying this and you want to see more beavers tomorrow, vote as such. Or if you're done, if you're good with beavers and you're ready to move on, then you can vote to game over and we'll do something else. I will say when we're done with this, if we're done with this before I actually finish this map, I'm gonna keep playing at my own time because this has been great. That's probably the only person there who told him, hey, I liked you as the charmingly bland sword guy in Trails. Heard a lot of stories about Roger Craig Smith being super chill, at least at conventions and organizing appearances with him. I haven't worked with him. One thing you gotta remember is, despite working for a major publisher, our budgets were pretty modest on a lot of our projects. So I've been very fortunate to work with a lot of voice actors who don't mind that, but I haven't worked with some of the bigger names, certainly. Look at this dude. Oh, yeah. I have copy edited like a dozen guys that look like that. Okay, I think it's time to actually start work on the new district. I think we can do it. I am going to move a whole bunch of people into District 3. Nope. In fact, I'm gonna start by moving 10. And we're gonna see how things even out. And of course I did that right as the day ends. I'm a moron. Bring them logs. Build this stuff. Yes, populate the berries. We need the berries. We very, 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 very much need the berries. There we go. I know. We can't reach the carrot one yet. We will. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Very, very much. Still need more logs. Logs, guys. We need the logs. Transfer logs immediately. Okay, good. We got water. We got food. We got water. We're not gonna die. We are not going to die. In fact, what we are gonna do is we're gonna start scavenging some metal. 4 of them, in fact. All right, here we go. Metal situation is fine. Ah, that's what's going on. All right, all the planks are going to other places. We got homeless beavers out here. Alright, I'm just gonna build a bunch of housing along here for them. For the time being. And one right here. They got water, so they won't die. This walkway isn't done yet, but we're getting there. Beavers having to sleep on the ground. I'm sorry, guys. I just didn't plan it out that well. You'll have to forgive me. Don't forget about rooftop whatevers. Yeah, I hesitate on those because you can't build anything on top of them, and there's actually a couple different things you can do with rooftops. I mean, they are a constructible area, but there's also eventually we're gonna have to start putting actual roofs on these things, because that is a layer of population well-being. They want to see roofs, which is hilarious, but you know. Beavers got their priorities. I'll say it might be about time to switch who this is connected to. Maybe. That's kind of an awkward situation. Oh, we're gonna chop so many trees, chat. So many. I got plans here. Don't know if I'll ever have the combined time and interest to go back to Trails, especially having to decide what to do about Cold Steel 2. Oh, you stopped halfway through. Yeah. Y'all know me. I stopped halfway through the original Trails in the Sky, and I would like to go back to it eventually. I think I should make one of these guys a gatherer. Since we got this whole berry area going. Yeah, the barrier. Oh, and this is done, so now I can get going on power. We can build those 2 water wheels I wanted. That'll give District 2 something to do. Okay, the Carrot Emporium is open for business. Oh, there's a lot of good farming to be had out here, chat. District 3 might be where I end up making bread. No available workers in District, huh? Alright, you know what? I don't actually need you guys right now. So let's deprioritize these. They can just be what you do later. Actually, gonna make that for planks. Seems like I'm gonna need planks out here. Iron mines and bakeries, they go together like nails in a croissant. Especially this like nasty rusted metal that we can't actually use without refining. Yep, perfect, chat. Everything I could have hoped for. We're up to 90 beavers. You can believe it. I was reading chat, like, how do I comment on a discussion about a series I played about half of one game? Yeah, easy. I don't. I know what to do about that. Absolutely nothing. Let's see, how far is this gonna reach? Well, I can worry about that later. For now, we'll just fill that in. Tell us the synopsis of your unfinished novel. No, thank you. Unfortunately, anxiety and, I guess, brief bouts of depression have made it really hard to actually work on a novel while unemployed. I still I make little bits of progress on it from time to time, but yeah. There was not, in fact, a sexy lady breasting boobily. And maybe that was my mistake. How you been with writing your new D&D campaign? There we go. Now we can get some actual people doing actual things in this actual city for actual beavers. Meanwhile, how's this coming along? Oh god, that happened really quick. And the supply is exactly 200. Perfect. Okay. Alright, for a smelter. Alright, so the smelter is gonna go like something like that. Ish. So I need power shafts. The way this is gonna work is like that. So that's gonna transfer the power from there up to where I need it to be. And then I think... I don't want to do this. I'm not gonna worry about it. Crossed the way. We'll do... We'll do 2 piles, actually. I can get rid of this one later. But yeah, we'll store scrap metal there and finished metal here. We'll play Shame, the rise and fall of Rise again of concrete content creator. Think you're playing Sacred 1 2 as Diablo likes go? Make your PC not scream and cry trying to run 1. Yeah, I've never tried 1. I played 2. And that was a pretty cool experience, but yeah. So now if I try to build this... Perfect, okay. That's the plan, chat. Smelting ahoy hoy. Looks like District 2 is up and running correctly. Yeah, nowhere for them. Nowhere for them yet. Not as such. We got the framework going. Now it's up to me if I want to connect all of this up, and I think I do. I think I do. Oh, poor injured beaver. Poor guy. Need scrap metal for this. Means I need these guys exporting scrap metal. Got another drought coming. Okay, chat, I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna survive this drought, and then we'll call it a night after that. Because I do got some more... I got things I want to do. I like doing things, chat. Big fan of things. So I'm gonna work my way up. This is actually perfect. We're gonna need a bunch of stairs, but that's not a big deal. I do love how crazy you can get with pathing in this game. that's gonna be where the new district crossing is gonna be. And this way we'll have a direct route between 2 and 3, which will be perfect for supplying metal. Because right now I ain't got none. A lot of unusable land. Unusable for now. This whole area is going to be pretty important. Imagine every Timberborn Dragon Quest builders crossover now. Alright, that's that. Let's cross that district. Right, not just changing terrain, you're doing so to make it easier for the beavers who in turn provide you the resources. Oh, that would be cool. Like a more passive building game. Where you terraform and then they kind of build as a result of what you've done. That'd be really neat. Also, another thing I can do because of this. I can put some more lodges here. Oh, shit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to put it there. I want to put it there. Not there, there. What's up, Dragnell? Building lacks workers, Oddish. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, actually. I'm not going to do anything. Because let's see. Right now, yeah, it's District 1. District 1 and 2 have a bunch of unemployed beavers. District 3... Once I open up this additional housing, they'll move over here, and it should be fine. Set this back down to 2 workers. I realize the drought is going to hit just in time for me to not be able to initiate smelting of metal. I am loving my beaver game. I love this game so much. This is definitely one of my favorite building games of all time. Very, very much. Because you can do so much in this. I mean, look at all we've accomplished, chat. We started over here, colonized this entire like cleft between the lake and these 2 bad water places, and then tonight, just tonight, we built all the way around the lake, built a new district over here, and then expanded this way and built a 3rd district for gaining metal, and we're just about to set up actual metal production here. Yeah, except now there's no power. Thanks for that. Jin fucking hates you now. Thanks, nature. Fortunately, it's only a 5-day one. President Man and Lord of the Rings was about halfway through 2 Towers with the ensign. The first half of the book start fucking moving. Actually, what I really need, another big house. Chat, for a second we had hit, for just a second we had hit 100 beavers. Our civilization had reached 100 beavers. Something to be proud of. I'm actually going to build a big-ass triple lodge over here. Yeah, I'm going to build it there. And, now I'm thinking about it, I'm going to give these guys contemplation spot over here. Actually, I need to give them some some well-being features. I just gotta figure out where. Medical beds. We'll do some. We'll do some cliffside medical beds, and we'll do a toothy grindstone here. Here. That looks good. How are things looking now? Nothing doing District 1, nothing doing District 2. Alright, so we need to go from 1 to 3. There we go. That'll rebalance things a bit. And then we need to go from 2 to 1 to free up more beds. Yep, that'll work. There we go. There we go. Food-wise, doing great. Sunflower seeds falling behind, but we can fix that. I am so good on potatoes. I have so many potatoes. All the potatoes. Every potato possible. Beaver in charge of doing that should be named Nice. What's not being done? Scavenger flags, okay. Okay. I mean, that's fine, honestly. I don't need that much scrap metal. I would appreciate it if these jackasses would transport them, though. Oh, apparently I just had to say it out loud. That was all. Alright, 2 more days. 2 more days, and then industries start flowing again. We start getting metal. And I can build my explosives factory. Except not really. I'm gonna need... Man, I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna need more power. I don't want to get started building platforms yet. Oh, what? Also, I got a crazy amount of research just sitting around. Are y'all talking about Bakshi's Lord of the Rings? I only knew because my not safe for work artist friend really appreciated their works. Come on, drought end. It's a simple request, really. And chat, we're back to 100 beavers. 100 beavers even. That's a lot of beavers. Go to the mat for animated Hobbit. The animated Lord of the Rings is a horrifyingly underfunded and unfinished mess. Alright, drought ended. Come on, metalworking. Come on, metalworking. I need that metalworking. my god, it's gonna take forever to fill up. God! Please, I just want my industries to work. Alright, you know what, chat? I'm gonna save and call it here. Because we know we got metal coming, and then the next big hurdle is figuring out how to get an explosives factory going. And then pumping bad water, and then full-on terraforming. And that's when stuff is gonna get really, really crazy. So, anyway. That's gonna do it for tonight. This is your last chance. This is your last chance to vote. If you want Beavertopia to continue tomorrow, vote to continue. If you've had enough and you're ready to move on, vote to game over. This is your absolute last chance. Alright, I am going to close voting. I'm calling it. I'm saying it's done. You've had your chance. Eva squeaked one more in right at the end. And with that, chat, our time with Timberborn has ended. Which is fine. This was an experiment to see how interested y'all would be in watching builder games like this, and it entertained for a couple days. But oh, thank you for that, Drake. No, I appreciate it. So yeah, we will bid our beavers farewell. And I'm gonna keep playing this map. I may post screenshots and updates of how things are going in Discord. Because I got plans for this place. Y'all have lit a fire under my ass with this game, so you are not the decider. No, it's a commanding margin against. So with the spread wind up, 4 to continue, 7 to end. So almost a direct flip of how the vote went yesterday. So yeah. I had a feeling it might go this way just because Timberborn, I love Timberborn, and you can build some really, really neat stuff in it, but I think for streaming, and especially the way I stream, more opportunities for interaction are probably better. Like, you know, like Roller Coaster Tycoon. People asking for specific rides and naming them specific things and whatnot, so. But yeah, you can get really crazy with this. It's really, really cool. So we didn't get to that on stream. That's fine. I don't think it would have made a huge difference, but yeah, you can do some really, really cool projects in this. Eventually, I would have gotten to the point where I'd be irrigating a lot of these mountaintops, like draining some of these calderas. So yeah, but yeah, I'll keep you all informed on Discord how that's gonna go. So tomorrow night we'll do something else. I don't have an immediate plan, but we'll do a one-off thing tomorrow night, and I will also tell you what the next big game we're starting on Monday will be. I don't like starting big playthroughs in the middle of the week. I like starting them on Mondays. So we'll do something short and sweet tomorrow, and then yeah, I'll let you know what Monday is going to be. Thursday and Saturday, power hours, of course. We've made it to the Japan only feature, so there's going to be a lot of unique games in there that you're not going to get to request anywhere else. And then Friday is going to be Grim Dawn multiplayer night. If you want to join me for some Grim Dawn, you want to be here on Friday. We're going to roll new characters, start from the beginning, and see where we get to, and that's going to be really cool. So yeah. Anyway, chat, I'm going to find somebody to raid. I'm going to send y'all along. And, well, I'm going to send you to Dama, because they're the only people I know up right now. And I love them. They are great. They're playing that really cool Prince of Persia, Metroidvania. So yeah, we'll hang out with them. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thanks for joining me for another night of beaverdom. The second and final night of our beaver civilization together. This one will continue in my own time, and I'm very excited about that. Now I can just go totally crazy with it. But yeah, I had a good time with this. Hopefully it was interesting. Hopefully it was eye-opening. Hopefully I got some of y'all interested in playing it yourself, because this is a very, very satisfying city builder. But yeah, hopefully I will see y'all out tomorrow night for something. But whatever it is, until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.